Welcome to my channel. As you know, Annie premiered on May 21st, 1982, having been inspired by the 1930s comic strip Little Orphan Annie and the 1977 Broadway musical of the same name. The movie follows the story of a 10-year-old, red-headed orphan, played by then 9-year-old actress Aileen Quinn, who was invited to stay with billionaire Oliver Warbucks. Always aspires to find her biological parents and escape from evil orphanage owner Miss Hanigan. In this video, let's back in time. I will show you watch it again with the entire cast of then and now. I will tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they change in 42 years. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel to get more interesting video. Okay, let's go. Miss Hanigan by Carol Burnett. Carol Creighton Burnett was born April 26, 1933. Carol took on the great villain of Annie, the mean and alcoholic orphanage operator, Miss Hanigan, when she was 49 years old. Miss Hanigan, who despised the children of her orphanage, was enraged when Warbucks took Annie to spend the holidays with him and had her brother Rooster and his sidekick Lily pretend to be her parents to get the reward money. After finding out Rooster actually wants to kill Annie, Miss Hanigan surprisingly works to save Annie's life like her co-star Finney. She was already an established performer prior to working on Annie. Carol Burnett, now 91. Currently, she's on tour, performing comedy in front of live audiences. Molly played by Toni and Gisandi. Toni and Gisandi was born on January 1st, 1975 in Skullville, New Jersey, USA. Toni and played the sweet, adorable, and ever-loyal Molly at 7. Annie saw Molly as not only her best friend but a younger sister, and even though she frequently had nightmares and was a victim of Pepper's bullying, her bravery shined through when she led the charge to warn Annie about Rooster and Lily's evil schemes. Gisandi said she went back to school to be a normal kid again, though did local theater productions during her youth. She's continued to perform during subject years. She has such fond memories on appearing in the film that she even named her eldest child Molly after the character. And alongside performances in stage productions, Gisandi explained that she has continued to sing in another capacity, with her singing at weddings and funerals. The now old former child star is 49 years. Oliver Daddy Warbucks by Albert Finney. He was born May 9, 1936. Albert played the lovable, mega-wealthy Oliver Daddy Warbucks when he was 46 years old. Warbucks initially had a steely disposition towards children when he first took Annie in, but the red-headed orphan opened up his heart, and he went on to adopt her in the end. Known for playing his more brooding roles, Daddy Warbucks' character arc ended up being a nice reversal for the actor and opened up the door for a wider range of roles. He still had a long career of him after Annie. The actor was already an established talent before Annie, having appeared in a number of films including Saturday Night and Sunday Morning, 1960, as well as Scrooge, 1970. The actor, who had played iconic literary character Hercule Poirot in Murder on the Orient Express, 1974, unfortunately passed away in 2019 at the age of 82. Skyfall was his last film. He died from a chest infection after a long battle with cancer. Annie played by Aileen Quinn. She was 9 when she played Annie Bennett Warbucks, but Aileen Quinn is now 53. She was born June 28, 1971. The child actress bagged the movie role after impressing bosses with her portrayal of the adorable orphan on stage. Getting the role wasn't easy. The actress told Fox News that she beat out 8,000 other girls for the part after going through a lengthy process that saw her going through a staggering 8 callbacks in addition to her original audition. She described the audition process as long, very long, adding, "There were several times that I just assumed it wasn't going to happen." The actress was later nominated for several awards for her performance in the film, including 2 Golden Globes, with the titular orphan having been her biggest role to date. She won a star in other things. Aileen was Princess Zora and the Frog Prince, but then went back to school, going to university and even studying Shakespeare in London. The star is now a theater professor. Pepper played by Roseanne Sorrentino. Roseanne Sorrentino was born on January 15, 1968, in Oceanside, Long Island, New York. Before starring in Annie the movie, Roseanne played the title role of Annie in the Broadway musical from 1980 to 1981, though she received critical acclaim for her performance in the play. The young actress was deemed too old at age 13 to play the red-headed orphan in the film, and the part instead went to Aileen Quinn. Roseanne Sorrentino played the tough-spirited and feisty Pepper in the movie when she was 14 age. Pepper was the oldest and therefore the bossiest of the group and bullied the younger orphans like Molly. The now old former child star is 56 years. Grace Farrell by and ranking, and played Grace Farrell in the 1982 version of Annie Act. Grace is Warbucks' assistant and is the one who chooses Annie to be the orphan that spends the holidays at the mansion. While Warbucks took a while to warm up to Annie, Grace was immediately affectionate, and Annie looked up to her as a mother figure. Before landing the role of Grace Farrell in Annie at 33 years old, and was a Broadway star. Her success of Broadway led to booking the role of Grace in the 1982 film Annie, since she was notorious for dancing. They showcased her skills in the show-stopping number We Got Annie, and passed away in 2020 at 71 years old. Just 1 year after the premiere of Boss/Verdon, the dancer died in her sleep while visiting her brother in Washington. Rooster played by Tim Curry. Timothy James Curry, born April 19, 1946. Tim played one other big character role before landing Rooster in Annie at 36 years old. Rooster is Miss Hanigan's even eviler brother and former convict. While he is enlisted by his sister to pretend to be Annie's parents to get the reward money, he attempts to kill Annie instead but is stopped by his sister. He played the sensational Dr. Frank Hinfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show in 1975. Curry, who has been nominated for awards such as a Tony and a Grammy over the years. Tim, unfortunately, suffered a major stroke in 2012, which left him in a wheelchair. His most recent credit is narrator in Fork from 2022 and has another film, Dagon, Troll World Chronicles, in pre-production. Now he is 78 age. Lily St. Regis by Bernadette Peters. She was born February 28, 1948. Bernadette played Lily St. Regis at 34 age. Rooster's girlfriend and partner of crime. Lily is characterized as whiny and the stereotypical blonde, and is also enlisted by Miss Hanigan to pretend to be Annie's parents. Is arrested at the film's conclusion. Like many of her co-stars, she's best known for her work on stage, having appeared in productions on Broadway such as Into the Woods, 1987, Gypsy, 2003, and Hello, Dolly, 2018. Now she is 76 age. Punjab by Geoffrey Holder. He was born August 1st, 1930. Geoffrey Holder played the character in the 1982 film Annie at 52 age. Punjab is a mysterious, kind-hearted, and loyal character who works for the wealthy Daddy Warbucks. He has an exotic background and is known for his signature turban and dignified presence. Punjab is a key part of the ensemble of helpers who assist Annie and the Warbucks family. His portrayal of the character added a sense of magic and grandeur to the story. He passed away October 5, 2014 at 84 age. Tessie played by Laura Burke. Laura Burke was born in 1972 in Short Hills, New Jersey, USA. Laura Burke actually played Tessie in the 1982 film Annie at 10. Tessie is one of the orphans living in the orphanage with Annie. She is known for her emotional and dramatic personality, often exclaiming, "Oh my goodness!" Tessie is one of the more expressive characters among the group of orphans, frequently worried and prone to tears, but also very loyal to her fellow orphans. Now she is 52 age. Edward Herman by Franklin Roosevelt, Daddy Warbucks. Edward Herman was born on July 21, 1943, in Washington, D.C., USA. Edward Herman played the role of Daddy Warbucks at 39 age. He portrayed the wealthy and initially gruff businessman who, over the course of the film, forms a deep bond with the orphan Annie. Herman's character starts off as a wealthy, somewhat aloof figure, but he gradually shows his warmth and kindness, particularly as he becomes more involved in Annie's life. Edward Herman's portrayal of Daddy Warbucks is one of the defining roles in the film, and his chemistry with Aileen Quinn, who played Annie, is a key element in the heartwarming transformation of the story. His performance was noted for balancing the character's stern exterior with a softening emotional depth.